Hi guys, it's Carol and Molly. Molly went to the groomer today. She had a spa day. Yes. And she did not enjoy it. She doesn't like to be gone from mama. And she's been a little aggravated at me since we got home because I left her there. But anyway, she and Toby went and got groomed today. It was time. Hi, it's Carol. How are you? I am finally coming out of my deep sleep. I've slept probably 5 hours today. This is 5 in the evening. Yeah, I've slept at least 5 hours, and I didn't get up till 9. But I'm doing better, and I'm gonna hopefully get back to making videos and join the living. Casey and my grandkids went to a garage sale yesterday and got me a gift. I was so excited when she brought it home because I've always wanted one of these. I'm going to stick in a little video right here and show you what it is. Casey got me this thing at a garage sale for $2. I've always wanted one. It's got a flashlight in this end, and then you drop it in here like that, and then I've got a handle to help me get out of the car. I love that. I've always wanted one of these. Pretty cool. She paid $2 for that thing at a garage sale, and it was packaged up, had never been opened, never been used. I feel horrible. Somebody gifted it to these people, I'm sure, and they had no idea what they had. I looked it up. That thing sells at CVS for $39. $39. I also looked at the website that makes the things. $39. However, if you want one, it's called a Metro Car Handle Plus, made by the Stander Company. Here's a cute little story. It says, our inspiration, Grandma Essie. Following her 90th birthday, a spirited Grandma Essie, with her mind sharp as ever, felt her independence slipping. Some family member recommended she move somewhere a little more accommodating, but Essie wasn't about to leave the red brick home where her family was raised. She was aging, sure, she was 90, but she wasn't helpless. Committed to respecting Essie's wishes, her granddaughter Jan designed products to help solve Essie's greatest mobility challenges. These products restored Essie's independence, liberated her family, and eventually led Jan to create Stander Incorporated, whose products restore independence to millions of families worldwide. I went to Stander Incorporated and looked at, they have all kinds of things like bed rails and walkers and grab bars and things like that, but they are way out of my price range. I would like to have a grab bar for the bathroom, but I can't afford one of those. But anyway, if you want one of those things, the handle, just search, do a Google search for car handle for elderly. That's how I found it. And I found them as cheap as $10 at Amazon, at Walmart. Not that same brand, but looks a lot like it. Same idea. Prices range from $10 to $40. So if you are interested in having one of those, there you go. But I feel so bad that somebody obviously gifted that to these people and then they sold it in the garage sale for $2. But I'm happy that I got it. Okay. Today is Saturday. My grandkids have gone camping. My son and daughter-in-law bought some camping equipment. They've never been camping, and took them to Oklahoma to go camping. I hope they're not having the same rainstorms we are. Come here, Molly. Molly's mad at me because she went to the groomer. Come here, Toby. Can Toby come here and be in the picture? Come here, Toby. Show them how pretty you are. Oh, well, never mind. I've had a lot of schnauzers. Previously, I had a little gray schnauzer named Maggie. Maggie was quite the character. When I took Maggie to the groomer, she would come home. That's when I had all 4 kids still at home. When I would pick her up at the groomer and bring her home, she would go sit in front of every single person in the family, or if the kids had friends over, or whoever, whatever human was at home. whether it was her family or not, she would go sit in front of, here's Toby. Come here, baby. Yes, Toby's a pretty boy, too. Yes. No, I don't want to kiss, but thank you anyway. You good boy. I love you, too. Maggie would go to whatever human was home when she got home from the groomers, sit in front of them and look up at them and wait until they would say, oh, Maggie, you're so pretty. And then she would go to the next person, sit in front of them and stare at them until they told her she was so pretty. But anyway, my grandkids have gone camping. After that, they're going to go to their other grandmas in a different town for 3 weeks. So I'm not going to see them for a long time. I may see them Tuesday. They have to come home from their camping trip, and then they'll be home a day, maybe 2, before they go to the other grandma. So I may get to see them on that day that they're home, but they're going to be gone. And then Casey is dog sitting for her dad while her dad and stepmom go traveling for a month. And so Casey will be living at his house. He lives out in the country and has, I've forgotten how many dogs. He has 2 goats and 4 or 5 big dogs. I've forgotten. But anyway, she's going to go dog sit, animal sit, take care of the goats and the dogs. For my new subs, Casey's my daughter. She lives in this same apartment complex as me. She lives above me. And we're together a lot. Casey's single, I'm single. And we're together a lot. But anyway, she's going to be gone for a month. She'll come home, you know, but there's really no reason for her to come back here. She can just stay out at her dad's. He has a huge brick house and a beautiful yard. Andy will have a good time out there with the other dogs. Andy's her beagle. She'll come home every now and then, but it's not going to be like she's upstairs and she runs down to my apartment a lot during the day. So I'm going to be alone. So hopefully I can get myself pulled together. For my new subs, I changed some medication, and it's been a very difficult 2 weeks or so. Very difficult to change from one antidepressant to another, and it's not been a pleasant experience, but I'm going to pull myself together. I've been sleeping. I just, you wouldn't believe how much sleep I've been getting all day and all night. But yesterday I was awake quite a bit. When the kids were here, we played games. That was the first day that I was able to stay awake very much. And then today, I got up at 9. Between 9 and 1, I probably took a 2-hour nap. And then the dogs are ready to be picked up. So we went and got the dogs. And then the dogs came home with me, and we probably slept 3 hours. So I've had 2 good long naps today, but I'm doing better. I'm wide awake now. It had been being I would wake up and I would be so groggy and brain foggy that I was just like, the lights are on, but nobody's home. But today I'm doing much better. So I think finally the new medication is kicking in, hopefully. Well, anyway, I wanted to show you that little thing Casey bought me, and I'm so tickled to have it. During this 2 weeks or so that I've been transitioning from one, stopped the one medicine and I stopped 2 medicines and started a new one. I have been incredibly dizzy, and my balance has been horrible. I've just felt like I've been walking at a 45-degree angle and have to catch myself so I don't fall. It's been awful. So I'm glad to have that handle to get in and out of the car with. I'm going to tell you about something that happened here 45 years ago. I live in the panhandle of Texas, very close to Palo Duro Canyon, which is a huge canyon. It's about 920 feet deep, about 15 miles from my front door. I live on the edge of Amarillo. Canyon, Texas. It's a little town south of us. 45 years ago, I was married to my kid's dad. He was a police officer down there, and we lived in Canyon, and it doesn't rain a whole lot here. And so when we do get rain, the ground can't absorb it because it's so hard. And that year we had 2 big thunderstorms come from different directions at the same time. Let me see what they call those. Hang on. I've got it pulled up on my other phone. Anyway, these two rainstorms, kind of supercell thunderstorms, that's what they're called, kind of barged over Canyon. And in 90 minutes, we got 10 inches of rain. I'm sorry, I don't have this all pulled up. Anyway, in 90 minutes, we got something like 10 inches of rain. I can't find it right now. Which just created a flood because the ground could not handle it. My husband was a police officer at work. There were lots of wrecks, lots of stranded cars. It was just chaos. It ran down into the canyon, and the little creek down there rose to 24 feet. I'm going to find that so you know I'm not making this up. Hang on. Okay, here. In 90 minutes, an excess of 10 inches of rain fell on Canyon. It led to deaths, injuries, and millions of dollars in damages. We had one friend that lived kind of in a hilly area. The water just was gushing, and mud came in their sliding patio door in the back of the house, and this river of mud and water ran through their house and out the front door. It was crazy. It was just crazy. We lived in a higher part of town. It was a little town, about, 15,000 people. We lived in a higher part. There were all these stranded people, all these wrecks. And my husband was working. He brought home a family that had been stranded to spend the night with me while he was at work. And I was glad to have them. I was sorry that they had been in a wreck and stuck in this water. And it was fine for him to bring them home, but it was quite a surprise. Nobody expected this flood. I mean, we all knew that it was going to rain, but this cloud just stopped and sat over Canyon for the 90 minutes and poured rain. It was crazy. Here it said, the flood would result in drowning deaths of 4 people, 15 people being injured, 15 homes were destroyed, 81 homes suffered major damage, 37 homes had minor damage, 27 mobile homes were destroyed, along with 300 automobiles and 12 camping trailers. Over 100 apartments, 3 country clubs, and 3 dams suffered major damage, according to the storm data released by the NOAA. In total, $8 to $10 million in damages were occurred. It was just crazy. And, this was 45 years ago. They didn't have warning systems like they have now. And what happened down in the canyon, all this water rushed to the canyon floor. Their little creek rose 24 feet. And it's a state park. The state park rangers couldn't get to the campers in the bottom of the canyon to warn them. And like I said, nobody had cell phones back then, of course. This was 45 years ago. They had no way to warn these people down there that this wall of water was going to come. It was a very sad experience. But anyway, I was telling Casey about it. Of course, she wasn't born yet. She didn't know too much about that. I was telling her this was the 45th anniversary weekend of that. It was something else. But anyway, we have had rain for like 6 days in a row. A lot of rain. Oh, I want to show you something. My sister lives a little over 100 miles from me over in New Mexico. I've got something in my purse. I'm digging out to see if I can find it real quick. They had a tornado in eastern New Mexico. They have had even worse rainstorms than we have had for like a week. And the city of Tucumcari completely lost electricity for the whole city, which meant everything had to close. You couldn't go to the grocery store and buy anything. The cash registers wouldn't work. You couldn't go get gas. The pumps wouldn't work. Nobody had any electricity. since most of us now don't have landlines, have cell phones, if your phone wasn't charged up, you couldn't charge it up. So I told my sister about these little things. It's a charger. I got this one when, in October, police departments have National Evening Out with the Neighbors or something like that. It's, at least here in Texas, we do, where there's a time in October when here at the apartment complex, police officers come and just mingle. The apartment complex has food and music, and the police officers come mingle with everybody and talk. They gave us gift bags one year, and it had this in it. And what you do is you charge this up, and then you can keep it in your purse, and you can charge your cell phone with it. I guess it's called a cell phone charger. I've been in that brain fog. You'd think I'd know because I looked it up on Amazon to tell my sister about it, so she and my family over there in Tucumcari could get these, because they were just stuck. They had no way to charge their cell phones. Nowhere in town could they charge them up. It was quite a scary experience for them, and they didn't have electricity for over 24 hours, which is something else. A couple of days before that, we had a water main bust here. We didn't have water for over 24 hours. And I know if you know you're not going to have water, if the water is going to be turned off for some reason, you can fill the bathtub up with water and bail water out to flush the toilet. But if you don't know the main is going to burst, you aren't really prepared. I had 5 gallons of water put back under my bathroom sink. When we buy bottled water in gallons to drink, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. The water here isn't real tasty, tap water. But anyway, when I empty those gallon jugs of water I buy, I just fill them with tap water, put do not drink all over the container, and put it under my bathroom sink to have to flush the toilet with in case the water is shut off for some reason. Well, I had 5 of those, but over 24 hours, that didn't last long. That's all I had to wash my hands with, to flush the toilet, that was the water I had. I did have drinking water because I had about 4 gallons of store-bought water in my stash. And so I had water to drink, but man, I wash my hands a lot. I mean, I wash my hands all day long, and I ran out of water to wash my hands with real quick, and I wasn't going to use the stuff I bought from the grocery store to wash my hands. So Casey took our empty jugs to her dad's. He has a well, and he lives out in the country. So she went and got water from him for us so we could wash our hands or whatnot. But anyway, just in case you don't have one of these, you might think about getting one. Like I said, the police department gave these to all of us, and I'm very grateful that they did. I looked them up on Amazon for my sister, and I think the cheapest was 2 for $18, something like that. I don't know. But if you couldn't charge your phone, you would appreciate having one of these. So there you go. Those are my 2 safety things for today. And I guess that's all I know for today. I'm still having brain fog. I don't know if I told you it's Saturday. The dogs went to the groomers. I took a couple of naps. It's 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten a meal yet today. I just haven't been hungry. I've been sleeping. My grandkids are going to be gone. Casey's going to be gone. I'm going to try to wake up and do some projects. Oh, I've got a sewing project I'm so excited about. I can't show you yet because it's a gift for someone that watches my channel. And we haven't started it yet. Message to my sister, I haven't started it yet. I need you to come over and get me going. I'm waiting on my other daughter. Casey's here, but I'm waiting on my daughter Becky to have a day off from work so she can come sew with us. I got enough fabric to make all of us aprons, and I wanted to be a family thing for us to do, because we hardly ever do anything together anymore because the girls both work and nobody's schedule meshes, So, but I don't think she's going to get here this weekend. So Casey and I are going to make a pattern this weekend while Casey's still home. and cut the fabric out. And I can't show you until I give it to who I'm giving it to, but then I'll have a video for you of me sewing. Cross your fingers that I get this made. I'm not a seamstress. Casey's not a seamstress. Just cross your fingers that we get this made, because I really want to get it done. Okay, oh my gosh, another long video. I'm sorry. I'm going to hush now, and I will see you maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Bye.